All right, for 5.4, we are graphing horizontal and vertical lines. So a vertical line is written in form x equals a. A is a number. It'll be x equals a number, always for vertical. And this always confused me. So one thing that's always helped me is to look at coordinates. So like this coordinate here on the graph is 3, 0. Here's 3, 1, 3, 2. I'm just going to pick a weird coordinate, something like 3, was it 1, 2, 3.5, 3.5 about. The only thing that you can say in common with all these, that's in common with every single point, every single coordinate, is that the x value, the first value there, because remember these are x's and y's, the x is always 3. Well, that's the only thing that you can actually say that is in common with all of the coordinates. So the x is going to equal 3. So x equals a number is always a vertical line. Now another way that this has nothing to do with the math, kind of memorize this, is x is a half of a v for vertical. That helped me remember what x equals is. X equals is always a vertical line. Now when it comes to a horizontal line, it's always y equals a number. But you can always look at the coordinates. So this coordinate here is at 1, -1. This one's at 2, -1, 3, -1. If I'm going to go on the other side, or 0. So that'd be 0, -1, 0, no, not 0, -1, -1. The thing that's in common with all of these points is that the y value is always -1. The x's are changing. The y's stay the same. So the constant is that y is always going to equal -1. And that is your equation. A horizontal line is always y equals. And how another way I remember that is if you take the y and you flipped it upside down, you spun it 180 degrees, it would kind of look like an H. And that would be for horizontal. It has nothing to do with math, but it's a good way to memorize it. So let's work this out. So y equals 5. Another way to do this, if the line intersects the x-axis, it's x equals. If the line intersects the y-axis, it's y equals. So y equals 5. If I go up on the y-axis, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, y equals is a horizontal line, and there your graph is. That is a pretty ugly graph. You can always check this by kind of looking at a couple points. So that's 1, 5, 2, 5. What's in common? The y value is 5. So that y is 5. So that's good. It's a good answer. X equals -1. So I'm going to go on the x-axis to -1, and it's a vertical line. Oh my goodness. You can always check by driving some other points. -1, 4. I just chose that point. -1, 2. What's in common with all of these? Yep, you got it right. X is going to equal -1, which is exactly what this is saying. So a vertical line is x equals, a horizontal line is y equals. Let's keep going. So we have y equals -2. So I'm going to go on the y-axis to -2, and y equals is a horizontal line. X equals 3. I'm going to go on the x-axis to 3. X equals is a vertical line. Number 5, y equals 6. I'm going to go on the y-axis to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is y equals is a horizontal line. Number 6, x equals -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And x equals is a vertical line. Number 7, y equals 4. I'm going to go on the y-axis to 1, 2, 3, 4. And y equals is a horizontal line. And number 8, x equals 4. I'm going to go on the x-axis to 1, 2, 3, 4. And x equals is a vertical line. Ooh, goofed up there. All right, come to class with any questions you have on this. Thanks.